Hey everybody, Randy Atkins here, and this week I'm going to do the second half of the TMI Tag. The next question is, what are your fears? I've actually answered this question before in a previous tag video, but I mean, it does sound kind of cheesy, but really my fear is just kind of being alone, not as in like always being with somebody, but just not ever really finding someone to connect with, that type of thing, but yeah. The last thing that made you cry, to be completely honest, this tag is recorded the next week. I didn't record the whole thing at once and break it in half. I'm wearing a different shirt, but I actually recorded two separate times. This is now after my birthday. And to be completely honest, the last thing that made me cry was the fact that nobody came to my birthday party. But yeah. The last time you said you loved someone. Honestly, it was probably last night. Since nobody came to my birthday party, a friend of mine invited me over to his place. He would have come, except he didn't have a babysitter for the kids. So I went over there, and basically we just kind of talked, and he made me feel a lot better. And this is something that anyone who is a friend of mine in real life kind of understands, I hope, at least. But anyone that I really consider my friend, I do love them, and I have no problem telling them that. So I did tell him that I loved him, but only in a platonic way, well, mostly platonic way, but yeah. The meaning behind my YouTube name. Rando is something that I've used as an online handle for many, many years. The actual origin of that variation on my name, I got it, was from Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, during the end credits of the actual Mystery Science Theater movie, not the end credits of the movie in the movie. If you know about Mystery Science Theater 3000, you know what I mean by that. But basically one of the companies who did like set design or something like that, I believe, was called Rando, like it had Rando in the name. So they kind of took that and ran with it. And since it is so similar to my name, I started using that as sort of an online nickname, and it's stuck. It's similar enough to my name that it's identifiable. I added the 79 to the end because eventually just Rando started being taken, and that's the year that I was born. So, the last book that I read was the first book in the Game of Thrones series. I am partway, I think about anywhere 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through the second book right now. I really like reading. I love reading for fun. I just don't ever give myself time to do it. I wish that I would sort of allot myself time for that, but I get too easily distracted by other things, so I never really have time. The last show that I watched. The last TV show that I watched any of, I actually mentioned this in the first half of the tag, I believe, was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've been watching through it on Netflix. I don't have TV, I just have internet at home here, so pretty much anything that I watch is through Netflix. The last person that I talked to was Brandon, a friend of mine that I met through work, but he took me to see Captain America the Winter Soldier for my birthday today, and it was a great movie. The relationship between me and the last person that I texted, I have to actually look and see who the last person that I texted was. Actually, that was also Brandon from last night when he gave me directions, I believe. Yes, when he gave me directions on how to get to his apartment. I already talked briefly about that a little bit earlier, but yeah, he's actually a really good friend of mine. So I would definitely call him one of my best friends. My favorite food. So many favorite things. As I said in last week's video, the first half of the tag, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite anything. Probably pizza. Place that I want to visit. Definitely Japan is probably first on the list of places that I would like to visit. I really like Japanese culture. I have taken Japanese language as a course, so I would really like to go to Japan. The last place I was, minor place would be the movie theater, because like I said, I went and saw the new Captain America movie. Last major place that I went, as in like out of this immediate area, would have been San Francisco. Last August I went to Gamer X, which is a gay-focused gaming convention, the first of its kind, and it was the first year of it, and I had a really great time. I will put a link in the description below to the website for GamerX if you are interested in that, get you some more information. Do I have a crush? Do I have a crush? No. My life is pretty much just like an endless stream of crushes on multiple people at a time. This is actually very similar to a subject that I discussed last night with Brandon. I'm not going to go into any details or anything like that, but at some point last week there was a list made. Actually, I guess I tweeted it to a friend of mine, but yeah, if you care to know anything about that, my Twitter link is down below. But yes, absolutely. I have a crush on multiple people currently. The last time I kissed someone. The last time that I kissed someone actually was with someone that I was hooking up with, and I'm not really going to go any more into that story. The last time I was insulted. The last time I was blatantly and intentionally insulted, honestly, I couldn't tell you. The last time that I was insulted either indirectly, well, actually, I guess I can do it even separately. The last time I was insulted indirectly was Friday at work. The last time I was insulted unintentionally was the night before last. So that would have been Friday night. And I mean, things like that, for me, and I think I've talked about this before, for me, intent is a big deal. So like being insulted unintentionally, I don't really let that bother me. But the indirect thing, and the indirect insult was really not surprising because of who it was. It's someone at work who seems to have had a problem with me for some time, and I really don't know what I ever did to her. But yeah. My favorite flavor or sweet? I don't know, I like peanut butter. If I had to choose, probably either peanut butter or caramel. I don't really like them together that much, but one or the other I really like. I like chocolate, but I don't like just plain chocolate. I don't like just a plain Hershey bar, but like some chocolate with almonds or chocolate with peanuts, or, as long as there's something else there, I like it. Sort of exception to that would be like brownies. I really, really like brownies. But yeah, I would say between the three of those things, they're fairly close to equal. Chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel. What instruments do I play? I haven't played an instrument in quite a while. All the way through middle school and high school, though, I did play trumpet. I don't know. Yeah. My favorite piece of jewelry, I don't really wear jewelry. The only thing is really, I wear earrings. I've been wearing the studs here since, I don't know, about Christmas. I switched over to these. Before that, for years and years and years and years, I just wore silver hoops. But I don't know. I don't really wear jewelry other than that, though. The last sport that I played, now a couple of weeks ago, I put up a video of some friends playing football, and the Brandon that I keep mentioning was one of the people in that. The week before that, I actually played football with them. So actually, I guess, football was the last sport that I played. And previous to that, I don't know, something in PE. I'm not really a big sports person, so there we go. The last song that I sang, I'm trying to remember what was on in the car on the way here. Actually, no, it was after I got home, because as I was eating, as I normally do, I was watching through my subscriptions on YouTube, and I watched Sam Shui's cover of Pompeii by Bastille, and I was singing along with that because, as I mentioned in the first half of the TMI Tag last week, I have been kind of obsessed with the song Pompeii by Bastille, so yes. Last time I hung out with anyone, I've actually already mentioned that a couple times. I'm not sure if you want to count the movie or last night. Either way, it was with Brandon. I had a good time. Like I said before, last night really helped me, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, last night. Very last question is, who should answer these questions? I have several friends who, whether they've been in my videos or not, I know watch my videos, and I don't know if any of them are interested in making YouTube videos, but something like this is a really easy thing to start with, which is why my first couple of videos that I made were tag type videos, because then the concept is already laid out for you. So pretty much, whether you're my friends or not, anybody who's watching this, if you are interested in making YouTube videos, a tag video like this is a great place to start. So basically, everybody. But that is the end of the TMI Tag. That is all that I have for you this week. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you won't miss any of my videos. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. But that's about it. So I will see you later, everybody.